Many people enjoy discussing birds. You've seen them, I've seen them. Birds, they exist. But what people don't talk about nearly as much as they should are birds that might exist. Now, the first question you probably want answered is this. What is a bird that might exist? Well, if I were getting technical, I might call a bird that might exist a hypothetical species of birds. Now, what makes a species hypothetical? Well, a lack of any real physical evidence that that species ever existed. There might be written accounts, but nothing definitive enough to prove that it's a new species. Any evidence to prove that they don't exist, and there's not any evidence to prove that they do exist. So, therefore they might exist. This might not seem too interesting at first, until you realize how many of these hypothetical birds have their own Wikipedia entries. Now, the only thing proving the existence of any of these birds are the accounts of 18th century explorers and some rather nice drawings. So if all it takes to get your own Wikipedia page about a bird that might exist is an account of its existence and a drawing, I think I might be able to come up with a few birds. Now this bird, I reckon I saw it when I was about 6 going to the island of Aruba. Lovely place, with this lovely bird at it, red body like a sparrow, but it had a bright purple head. I got this sketch of it here based on what I remember, and this is a fantastic new discovery, and I think ornithologists should really look into this. Now, I doubt that this bird will get picked up immediately, It's not a very good sketch, and the account isn't particularly detailed, but, this is just a proof of concept. Hopefully, in a couple hundred years, ornithologists will look back on the records, and they'll see, "Ooh, I don't know what this bird is," they'll say. "I don't know this bird, I've never seen this before. Maybe this bird existed back in the day. That's crazy, I should write about it on Wikipedia." I think you, as the viewer, have a responsibility to make up a few birds of your own. Write them down in a paper journal, something that'll get discovered in a couple hundred years, and people will wonder, was that bird real? I think that this is a great way we can trick future ornithologists into thinking that birds that don't exist might have existed back in our day. Especially with climate change going on, it's very likely that lots of real species will go extinct. So if we can make some pretend species, it's very likely that they could have just gone extinct, That's what the ornithologists will tell each other when they're looking at our birds that might exist. It'll have been so long, it'll be perfectly plausible that this bird did indeed exist at one point. And I think that it's your duty to trick ornithologists in the year 2221 to thinking that certain birds that didn't exist might have existed. Go out there, make up some birds, and help me trick ornithologists. I think that's the best thing we can do for society right now. I think this is a very important issue. And that concludes this documentary on birds that might exist. Thanks for watching.